Have you ever heard of a ceremony that starts before dawn, where a deity is woken up not with flowers, but with sacred ash? Well, today, we're taking a journey to Ujjain, India, to really dive into one of the most incredible spiritual rituals in the entire world, the Bhasma Aarti of Mahakaal. So your pilgrimage, it really begins right here. Just imagine walking through this newly transformed Mahakaal Lok corridor. I mean, this amazing space was built to handle millions of people, but it does so much more than that. You should think of it as this grand prelude, kind of preparing your mind for the powerful spiritual energy that's waiting for you inside the temple itself. And experience is absolutely the right word. This is so much more than just a ritual. It's often called a spiritual communion, a super rare opportunity that, honestly, many people consider a once-in-a-lifetime chance to connect directly with the divine. Okay, so to guide you through all of this, we're going to cover everything you need to know. We'll start with the soul of the ritual itself, then get into the practical steps for your own pilgrimage. We'll check out the temple's transformation, figure out the booking process, get into how to prepare, take you inside the ceremony, and then wrap up with some key takeaways for your journey. So first up, let's really understand the ceremony at the heart of this whole pilgrimage. What exactly is the Bhasma Aarti? And, why does it pull thousands of people to this temple before the sun has even thought about rising? The Bhasma Aarti is a ceremony that happens before dawn for Lord Shiva, who's known here as Mahakaal, the Lord of Time and Death. Now, what makes it so special is the use of bhasma, or sacred ash, to anoint the idol, and this makes it completely unique. Out of the 12 revered Jyotirlingas in India, this is the only one where this powerful and symbolic ritual happens. But attending this Aarti is about more than just the ceremony. It's also about the physical journey you take through the temple complex. And, recently, that whole complex has gone through a really mind-blowing transformation. Just look at this difference. The temple used to have these narrow, crowded streets, often struggling to handle over 100,000 pilgrims in a single day. The solution? The Mahakaal Lok project. It's a huge development plan that created these beautiful, wide-open spaces to completely change the visitor experience. And just to give you a sense of the scale here, the temple area wasn't just made a little bigger, it was expanded by 7 times. Yeah, 7. This huge project makes sure that the millions who visit can do it comfortably and safely, so they can keep their focus completely on their spiritual journey. Okay, now for what might be the most critical piece of advice. Because this is so incredibly popular, you can't just show up for the Bhasma Aarti. Nope. You have to book your spot in advance, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. The best and most reliable way is to book online. And please, make sure you use the only official website, shrimahakaaleshwar.com. The process itself is pretty simple. Just register with a valid photo ID, pick your date, and then download the confirmation pass. That pass is absolutely mandatory for getting in. So whatever you do, don't forget it. And here's a super important warning. Watch out for scams. You are going to find third-party websites and agents offering VIP bookings for thousands of rupees. This is a total fraud. The official booking is either free or has a tiny fee. So please, do not get tricked into paying these crazy high prices. Now, if you happen to already be in Ujjain, there is an offline option. You'll need to go to the booking office near gate number 5. The counter opens at 10 a.m., but keep in mind, it's for the next day's Aarti. You have to get registered before 12:30 p.m., and then the final list of who got in is posted at 7 p.m. that evening. So, you've got your booking. Awesome. Now it's time to get ready for the day itself, and it is so important to know that there are strict rules and a specific dress code you absolutely have to follow. First up, timing is everything. This is a pre-dawn ritual, so yeah, get ready for a very, very early start. Entry starts around 2:30 in the morning for the 4 a.m. Aarti. The key is to get there at least an hour before, because you're going to need time to get through security and get settled in. Next, let's talk about the dress code. And listen, this is totally non-negotiable, and they are very strict about it. Men have to wear a traditional dhoti and an angavastram, which is like an upper cloth. Women must wear a sari. Jeans, Western clothes, even salwar suits. None of that is allowed. Following this is a sign of respect, and you've got to do it to get in. So you've booked your spot, you're dressed correctly, and you've made it in the middle of the night. Now we get to the main event, the ceremony itself. This is the powerful culmination of all your planning. Right before the Bhasma Aarti officially starts, there's this little window of opportunity for something called Jalebi Shake. Between about 3:15 and 4 a.m., devotees are actually allowed to go into the main sanctum to make a personal offering of water to the Shiva Lingam. It's a quick but really deeply personal moment of devotion. So after the Jala Shabishak, everyone finds their place in the halls to watch the main event. So what is it that makes this one ceremony so uniquely captivating? Well, the whole ceremony is really defined by its core elements. The use of fresh, sacred ash, it symbolizes that everything in the universe is temporary and will one day return to this basic form. This represents Lord Shiva as Mahakaal, the one who is beyond time itself. This deep symbolism is all set to this powerful soundtrack of rhythmic chants and the driving beats of the damaru drum. I mean, it creates a truly electric atmosphere. All right, let's bring this all together with some final practical tips to make sure your pilgrimage is as smooth and as meaningful as it can possibly be. So, here are the crucial points. Get to Ujjain the day before your Aarti. Try to stay nearby to make that early morning trip a lot easier. Always have your original ID and booking confirmation with you. And finally, just be aware that if you're planning to go on a Monday or during big festivals, the crowds are going to be way bigger. When you go, you won't be alone, not even close. You'll be part of this massive, collective expression of faith, joining thousands of other people who've traveled from all over the world just to share in this one singular, powerful experience. And in the end, this is why people come. It's for that moment when the ritual is over and the sun starts to rise. It's the chance to see the dawn not just in the sky, but within yourself, and to leave your worries behind in the presence of the eternal. So the only question left is, when will your journey begin?